Amy Alkon. Love Lines, Catherine McCord.
It's a bland spot, Manny, isn't it? Oh, hi. Glad you could make it. I've always believed, you know, in the concept of starting the weekend on Thursday, and here at the Playboy Mansion, of course, the party really never ends. I have a party girl with me here tonight. Jeff Bridges didn't make it home last night. I have Bijou Phillips right here. Because when I go to a party, you know, my mother always told me to bring a dish. Come with me, darling, you know. Bijou, I happen to know that you, your bad self, once posed for Playboy because I was looking through my back issues the other night, and I came across your picture.
You mean the month before last?
Yeah, exactly. Bijou, did you know that the mansion grounds here are almost as big as a golf course, except here, the divots are caused by people kneeling.
That's disgusting.
The mansion is a lot homier than you might think, young lady. You know, I was in one of the guest houses before, and they had a lovely needlepoint on the wall that said, "Bless this orgy." Oh, my God, Adam Carolla. I love him.
What are you doing here?
Look at, oh, I am so glad you're here. We can't figure out how to turn on the jacuzzi. Bijou Phillips. Oh, my God, Scott. Oh, sorry. Scott Weiland is here. Amy Alkon. This is really good. Are you all having a drink?
Yes, we're...
Because, you know, I believe in that. Okay. I'm so glad to see you. We talked the other night, and you said that one of your girlfriends was in Las Vegas studying. She had an exam.
That's right.
It's so tough when the kids have homework.
I know. But they bring it home.
And and the other one was in Hawaii. She got a job on Baywatch.
He's about to depart.
I think somebody has a little empty nest syndrome.
Could be a problem.
It's so tough when they fly away.
You know it.
Are you lonely?
On occasion.
Hef, I'm sleeping over, so your problems are
I forget to tell you.
You know what? God bless Hef. I've toured the mansion a little, and
Yeah.
every room is a jumbo pack of Kleenex, which says she's open for business.
Yes.
There's Scotch Guard on the pillows, and there's Kleenex on the shelf.
Yeah. You know he does a show called The Man Show.
Oh, yes, I know very well. We've done a story on it.
All right. Well, I got a Playboy advisor question for you that maybe you all could chime in on here. If a guy flies a girl in for a date, is she obligated to sleep with him?
No.
No.
No. I mean, it's, you know, she's obligated to sleep with him.
Flies on a plane. No?
She's got a ring on her finger that, yeah, you have no choice. It's law. You have to sleep with him. But if not, I mean, she probably will,
you know,
but she doesn't have
Bill,
to.
you-
Why even go? Not obligated.
Carmen Electra's here. Great.
You know,
If some guy wants to fly you somewhere, you know what their intentions are.
Exactly.
Why even go? Why even go?
Yeah, see,
I mean,
you shouldn't do that. You should be able to do what you
We're
want,
talking about a
you know?
plane here.
But you know what? If I fly a guy in, damn it, you better put out.
Anyone you fly in, you have sex with. Maybe this is the booze talking, but I flew my grandmother in for this God bless her. She's 85 years old, but she put out right there. We got it over with, and we went to Magic Mountain. It was great.
Very good.
Is that like one thrust per mile? I think there should be sort of like, you know, a frequent flyer plan.
But isn't it kind of like the girl who went up to the hotel room with Mike Tyson? You know, it's like, aren't there certain things that you do as a woman where you're sort of saying, okay, we're going to have sex? And, you know, this doesn't apply to you because, of course, you have a lot of sex.
I think it's really kind of disgraceful that men should make an assumption that because they fork over a little bit of money that a woman should put out. However, I do have to say this. You know, what if it's like flying someone for a half-an-hour flight to like the Bakersfield local airport, or is it only if it's like a 5-hour flight to New York City?
It's still sex. If I flew a woman once...
Or maybe the Bakersfield flight would just be a hand job.
True story. I flew her from LAX to Burbank and gotten out.
Yeah. All right.
On the plane, right?
Amtrak. Let's get serious.
Yeah.
No. But, you know, that's easy for you to say. You're a rock star.
Well,
you have chicks
if I'm doing a show in Chicago and I fly my wife in, I'm kind of hoping that something happens.
Well, it's your wife, and you have to, you know, it's a given. It's
Well,
a
you know,
given.
after the first 2 years,
But-
it kind of cools down a little.
Yeah, I mean, I've flown guys in. Guys never fly me anywhere, but I've flown guys in and gotten laid, but just to get laid purely, like, that's the only reason I'd fly them in. But
Well, it's
I
nice
want...
talk to Daddy, honey. Daddy has a plan for you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's
well,
nice if you work those things out beforehand.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Communication.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, come on. You're not going to say to
If
somebody...
you've never slept with someone, you fly them in, you
Right.
expect sex? No.
How can you, there's no way to broach that conversation in a out-and-out way and say, you know, you're coming, you're
They
flying,
didn't have to get the
and you're
plane
coming.
ticket. Why
You know,
afterwards?
And if that is the assumption that if you spend money on a plane ticket to fly a woman in that you think that you're going to have
It's
to,
not-
then
it's not
and
the money.
And what if the woman says, you know what,
Well, then
I'll
what
come,
is
but I'm
it?
not going
the
to sleep
effort.
with you.
It's the effort.
Well,
It's that you're going across the continent for a date, and that implies that there's going to be a little more than just dinner and a movie.
Well, then it should be discussed
Then it should be discussed.
Now,
Then it needs to be discussed.
That's such a politically correct bunch of... It should be discussed. People don't discuss sex beforehand. They just do it. If you discuss it beforehand, it ruins it.
That's
Feel
true.
about it.
That's true.
If I
Thank you, Bijou.
That's completely true.
You made Daddy very proud.
Bill, what about when
He's
you're...
set for the night.
What about when you're with a prostitute? I mean, you have to discuss. You know what I mean? 'Cause you got to decide whether you're
Nothing.
getting the... You know,
$1,000.
You do have to have that discussion.
Adam,
sorry. I know you have delicate sensibilities. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't go to prostitutes, do you?
Oh, none of yours.
People are too crazy about sex.
I thought that's what you meant.
You know, like, if I'm
Did you hear what he said?
If I'm in a guy's apartment for a whole weekend, hot, sexy, single guy, I am incapable of not having sex with him. It's just, you know, I don't know how people do that. What is it, like the Waltons? You go to bed like, night on, boy, you're in your Lantis nightgown. Night,
Have you ever been turned down?
Have I ever been turned down?
I've been turned down.
Yeah, for one thing, when you fly somebody in, aren't you also,
Hard.
like, sort of, by law, staying in the same room? Isn't that part? Yeah.
You know, let's say, 18-year mansion.
Communication is there,
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just,
So-
I mean, I think people are too prissy about it. What's the big deal about having sex with someone? People have like a sex club.
Okay, but
You know?
Yeah,
if a guy
I mean-
flies you in and you go in there and you don't sleep with him, you shouldn't feel bad because you, like.
Yes, you
shouldn't
should.
You feel obligated?
You shouldn't have done it.
From the other point of view, I mean, if I fly somebody, if I pay, $1,000 to fly you in,
Okay, you
you're
know-
going to do it with me. I'm like,
First of all-
I get the feeling you'd walk to him
If you flew me in, I would hope that they would
sex
force
with
me.
it.
Wait a second.
depends, Adam.
Jeff Bridges is drunk on the lawn. And he's not mic'd up, but he's trying to say something. What are you saying, Jeff? I'll translate.
The woman should expect it. The guy shouldn't.
The woman should expect it, the guy shouldn't.
I think that's what...
Well, wait a second.
That, what do you think?
The woman can always expect it. When have men ever turned sex down? That's not an apt analogy.
Why is the woman getting flown in by the guy? I mean, this is 2000. Pay for
I fly
yourself.
guys in. I fly guys in.
You know, why are women... Why does equality
Why
at that
are
point
you
when the check
flying
comes?
guys in?
Yeah, right.
Because
You're a
they're
hot-
poor college guys that live on the other side
Why
of the
are
country.
you doing it with poor college guys? When there are middle-aged talk show hosts. I have to take a break.
to make a wish foundation.
Saving America. And sometimes I go out, and that's right. The last 4 girls I went out with fell asleep listening to the Warren Report.
All right. I didn't get very far with that question about flying in because apparently people haven't had enough to drink.
If you fly
But, okay.
you expect sex.
Kids,
Hey, shut up! Heffel, toss your scrawny asses right out of here.
Yeah. Exactly.
More room in the grotto, right, Heff?
Yeah. By the way, Antonio Banderas left a ring around that thing last night, and
Every bathroom I go in, I'm like, ooh.
Oh, look, Catherine McCord is here. Wow, fantastic. That's why we need another gorgeous blonde at this party.
It's a love sandwich.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm the mayor.
Well, good. I'm glad you're here. You can answer that. You can answer this with the college kids.
Oh, yeah. I like how she's booty calling college boys.
Yeah.
I felt it was a long time ago as well.
Oh.
It was not recent.
There is no long time ago in your life.
It was like a year ago.
A long time ago was the 40s, right?
Just because you fly in the Phi Kappa Delta house for sex, one weekend you're labeled a slut. I don't believe in that.
No, I took his virginity. I felt bad. I missed him. I brought him in.
It's okay. It's okay. We're here for you.
She felt it was her responsibility
Exactly. He called me.
to lend a little bit of cosmopolitan influence.
It's Mandy.
Hey,
I never know. Oh, and
Jessica?
Jessica. I can never keep up with this guy. It's
Jessica's the one who doesn't rhyme.
Right. Mandy, Brandy, and Sandy. If there's a girl named Candy, run for your life. So you're the one who's not in Las Vegas.
Correct.
Okay.
No, wait, which ones are you have a twin sister? Okay. No, and then there's one that looks like a twin sister but isn't.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's you.
Jessica.
Okay.
What's your mom doing? How bad can she be, man?
You're rubbernecking all the empties, aren't you? That's so you. Anyway, let me ask this to the girls.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Don't you all really have a little VIP list? In other words, you make guys go through a certain set of motions before they get in your pants, but there's a VIP list who go right through that velvet rope.
No, it's
come
the
on.
opposite. It's the opposite.
Scott,
It's the ones that you...
you've been on that VIP list.
What's the question, though?
It's the ones that you feel sorry for that go first, I'd say.
Yeah, it's the ones like
You
the
take
pathetic ones.
the VIP ones, the perfect ones.
Yeah, those are the ones. Yeah, you make them wait. You make them take it to dinner.
This may not be the right time to bring this up, but I have brain cancer. I don't want to bring the show down, Phil, but the doctor said I have one night.
And one night gets through the night, right?
No, I'm saying that, like, girls who live by a certain set of rules, except Sean Connery, except Hugh Hefner, except...
It's like their dream guy. It's like the guy they ideal, like,
Okay.
who's your perfect guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I've done that.
So
I've
Brad
never-
Pitt's gonna get laid before...
not just before.
Before Adam.
Without having to work at it at all. I'm
For
saying
me?
a VIP list. Let's
Brad
get
probably
real.
get laid while I'm getting
Bijou,
laid.
there's nobody on your...
Or Adam.
Double duty.
I don't know.
Adam's had a tough enough
Definitely
night.
up
Yeah.
there.
Definitely Adam.
There's nobody on your VIP list, Bijou?
What does that mean?
I explained it 10 times. You don't want to hear it.
No. I mean,
No,
every
like-
girl has, like, I mean, a wish
Okay,
list,
Michael
would you
Jackson,
say?
like 20
Michael
years
Jackson.
ago. 20 years ago.
You're better off with the college boys. Let me tell you. Michael
No,
Jackson.
Michael Jackson, like off the wall days, when he was like hot.
Okay, but we don't have a time machine. We're talking about now.
Go off the wall.
Yeah, I'd like to get Catherine the Great. Where's Mr. Wizard?
Oh, good, Jeff Bridges.
Drinking, yes.
Jeff, who's on your wish list?
There is terrible baggage to that VIP list. The people on that VIP list have terrible baggage.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
They're dirty.
Yeah.
They're dirty.
Well,
And you know, like all the...
callous, huh?
Yeah, and it's like, you know, your friend's like, yes, that's from like a month ago. And like, oh yeah, I gave him in the back of his bed.
But every girl,
And you like read them and you're like, ah, you know.
every girl's wish list is
Okay,
different.
every girl's wish list is different, but they all have a VIP
When I was
list.
6, I was in love with Benny Hill.
When you were 6, you shouldn't have been having sex. I've said that time and time again. And I stick by that.
No, I'm sure there is a certain level of guy that you'll be like, oh, I'd do it with him, or you might feel that way. If that's a VIP list, then fine.
Can we keep it real here? Yes.
Yes,
exactly.
there is. I mean, no, I don't think any.
Well, what's the qualifications
Exactly.
for the
I'm saying
What's the qualifications for the VIP list, though? Because I heard that little cat, the mini-me cat, gets a lot of...
He does get a lot. He does get a lot.
And
I heard that.
he's not exactly
You know about
Humphrey
that.
Bogart.
He does this move where he jumps up and gets stuck. It's wild.
Apparently, I have a friend who's friends with him.
So different qualifications.
The girls hold him and like make him like they hold him and make him.
Oh my God! I'm going to count how many times you said that tonight.
It's so depressing if this guy is really getting laid at all. I mean, really for us, isn't that really bad?
Yes.
That's just a bad thing for us. It's
Listen, he should be used as a swab for a pap smear. That's all.
She said the F word. Come on. I got to say the C word. We'll be right back.
Brendan and Playboy's own sex columnist Susanna Breslin.
Okay. Hey, what happened to Jeff Bridges? He left? I guess he couldn't take it.
Vibrato.
All right. Well, you know, I never get to talk to you for a long period of time. The only way I can get you to sit still is when there's a camera on. Because, you know, when you talk to Hef, he's the greatest guy in the world, but, you know, he's always with his girlfriend. And then he gets distracted. And so conversations last a very short amount of time. So I'm going to take advantage of this and ask you some things I've always wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Do you masturbate? You do.
With an audience of beautiful women.
I heard that you're the biggest buyer of Viagra.
Yes.
My friend works there, and she says that they send cases.
That's good.
She's going to have you killed now, Bijou.
No, it's a good thing. I've heard to take it for fun. But
Bijou's got tallies on every celebrity in Hollywood who's doing that.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Well, you've talked about it like it's a recreational drug.
I think it is more than what Pfizer suggests.
Well, if they had a pill for premature ejaculation, Adam would probably take one because he talks about it. He talks about it on the air all the time.
When did this turn into gross? Just a couple of million records, you can say that?
Well, Jack Carter is up next, Adam. Well, anyway.
You're not supposed to take more than one. Do you take more than one a day?
No.
It's not like a vitamin.
No. But the difference with him is he takes it at breakfast, which I think really says a lot about his lifestyle. That he would need it at lunchtime.
You never know. You know, what lies ahead at the beginning of the day.
You never know what's going to come up.
But Hef, after after 60 years of nonstop banging, don't you get a pretty good idea of what the afternoon holds in store? You know what I mean? Just figure you're getting laid. Just count on it.
Life is an adventure. You never know.
Yeah, for you. That Vern Troyer midget guy. Again, I'm telling you, that's a bunch of bull. No, they're not doing that. Don't tell me girls in this town are that sick and kinky.
Spotted with some of the most beautiful women around.
Spotted.
You know what?
Listen,
He wasn't spotted having sex with her.
I heard he had a 2.5-some the other day.
Oh my God, it's getting worse.
He's at a very effective height. Let's just say that. Let's leave it at that. Very effective height.
To get to your kneecap.
Yeah.
Get the duct tape out and just wrap them up.
Oh my God.
I'll see you in hell, Bijou.
Effective height.
So I asked you when you did the one-on-one in '97 on my show. I asked you what a typical day was for you, but at that time you were married. Now things have changed a lot. I try to keep up with the number of girlfriends you have. The last I hear, it's 5.
No.
4.
Excuse
me. Oh, boy, I wouldn't want to catch you cheating.
No.
One died of dehydration. It's sad. Hef doesn't like to talk about it. I'm sorry to bring that up.
There used to be a sign that said children playing outside. Now it's just like playmates playing.
Playmates at play.
Well, that was the old saying they went back to. So, I guess my question is, how could we be you? Oh, we can't. All right, I got to take another commercial. We'll be back.
Sorry.
Morning sex is the best. Explain yourself.
Early morning sex is the best. There's nothing like waking up to a nice
Transvestite.
No.
All right, tomorrow we have Hugh Hefner. He's officially booked tomorrow. He can't leave. Michelle Phillips, Nicholas Brendan.